up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. Today I'm so thrilled and excited because I'm joined by my friend Neddy Tanga, who is a makeup artist. She's an engineer. She's this networking guru. I mean, she's been in places where there are ministers, engineers who are part of the engineering board of Zimbabwe, I think. And like, she's been in those places that I just like, all of us wish to be in that place. And today she's actually here to talk to us about networking. Welcome, Neddy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. And I'm really hoping that we're actually going to learn so much from you.
Thank you for having me, guys.
So, what have you got for us today? Like, I literally have my notebook now to write notes on what you're going to say, because I really want to learn, like, what networking can do for me in my own life.
Okay. Thank you for having me, guys. So I brought my notebook because I've got a lot to say. So I'll start off before I begin my presentation. During the period when I was still at home, I managed to attend a Zoom meeting with JCI. So a special shout out to Senator Laura, because I'll be using most of her points for the presentation.
Yeah, she just said Senator Laura. Like, I told you, she's been in those places, like dining with kings and priests and queens and all that.
So with networking, I'll give my definition that I got. Networking is an organized collection of your personal connections and their connections. So it's like, you know me, but I know people.
Okay.
So you can also benefit from my network. So maybe you want a friend who's a writer.
Yes.
I know a publisher, I know a writer. So I'll connect you with that person. So one of the main issues, I just want this video to be very short, that I want to focus on is the issue of not only having contacts, but having meaningful contacts.
Meaningful contacts. Let's note that. Meaningful contacts.
Yes. So there's a difference between having 1,000 contacts, or there was an example that was given that there's a difference between having 1 million followers on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter and having like meaningful contacts. So I may be having like 500 followers, but are they meaningful contacts?
Wow.
So there's a difference in that. So it's the quality of the people that you have around
not
you.
The quantity.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality.
That's absolutely
So from my experience, when I began this whole concept of networking and all, I think I was in part 1.
Okay.
I remember. So I used to attend events. So one of the things is, when you're getting started with this whole networking issue, so the most key thing that you're very excited about is getting business cards.
Yes.
So you make sure when you go there, you get as many business cards as you can. But that's not the point.
Okay.
That's not the point.
Okay.
Because it doesn't make sense. I might have so many contacts, but but as I have like those contacts, I'm not in contact with them. So the issue is, it also goes to how we relate as humans. We don't want to feel used.
Okay.
So it's not an issue because when you want something, that's when you contact
you.
Yes. So today what I'm here to talk about is having meaningful connections.
Wow.
So it's not an issue you could see, like, I know, maybe like, for example, shout out to my boss, I don't do it.
Okay.
I know I don't do it. So I know I don't do it. So it's not an issue when I want something, I'll be like, hi, Misty, I need something. But the issue about connections is taking time to know people.
Okay.
We don't want to feel used. So you realize that some people will not even make an effort to give you solutions to your request because no one wants to feel used. So one of the key issues is, the first thing, develop a relationship with that person. So it starts with, good morning, Consol, how are you? You see, so sometimes you also need to be sensitive. There are some people who are very private. They want boundaries. So you also need to learn to respect those boundaries. But if someone is open with you, I feel like there's no harm in connecting with that person. Then also from my experience of networking, sometimes you need to be careful because some people can be very selfish. They can connect with you for selfish reasons. So they might come talk to you as if they want to network with you, but with bad intentions. So maybe if you're a girl, they might want to have a relationship with you. So you need to be careful as well. So it's an issue of setting boundaries.
Wow.
To what extent do you want the relationship to be? Do you want it to be very professional, or you are willing for that person to be part of your life?
Wow. Thank you so much. On that note, like, okay, as a woman in business or in computer science in the tech industry, of which you know that it's mostly men that are in this field. So how do I then network with men, and what are some of these boundaries that I can actually set that, you know, they don't end up asking me out till they're married and things like that?
You can never stop someone from asking you out.
Okay.
From my experience. But the issue is how you respond
when they ask you out.
Yes. So for me, most of the times I realized it's also an issue of you and your values. Okay. And to what extent do you guys talk about? Okay. So if you want it to be social, if someone gets very comfortable around you, these are some of the things that you need to expect. Okay. But if you're very respectable someone, even when you talk to them, I feel like respect is earned.
Respect is earned. Respect is earned. Wow.
And the issue of networking, one of the key things, you just need to be loyal as well. Okay. You know, if you say I'll be there,
be there.
Thank you, be there. If you promise something, be there.
And also on time.
Definitely, it was also part of the point. Be there on time.
I'm moving in the prophetic. We are networking. I'm networking with the spirit.
And also the other thing is be dependable.
Wow.
You know, Console, I need your help. Please help me out. Yes. If you can't, be honest.
Yes.
So it goes back. Do not lie. And also the other key issue is with networking, be willing to help others without expecting anything
in return.
Yes. So don't say, I'll help Console because Console helped me in return. So with networking as well, it's more of you're building a family or a connection with people. So you see, I can count on you, Console. You know what, Console, I need your help. I'm planning this event, can you be my MC, you know. So the fact that I'm in touch with you, you know, I check up on you. So it's also an issue of checking up on others. So the issue that I feel like most of our generation we don't understand is it's not an issue of me talking to you every day. It's an issue of me checking up on you. Yes. So it's not an issue of me texting you because I want something. It might be just an issue. Console, good morning, how are you? Is everything okay with you? If you want to open up to me, it's still fine. But if you don't want, at least I've done my part. I've checked up.
Absolutely.
The other point is this is something that I've realized. If you network with others, also make time for them. Okay. I believe that social media has affected us to a great extent, to a point that we take physical relationships for granted. Yes. So maybe it might be just going out for drinks. So if you have time, like Console, just go out for drinks and we talk. If I'm in Harare, yes, you see. So it's more like you're in a relationship, like the same relationship that you have with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You put almost the same effort to keep it blooming. Because at the end of the day, that's how you build loyalty. You build loyalty, yes, with other people. So the other issue is, like for example, we said, like from our definition, we said networking is an organized collection of your personal connections with their connections. So let's say, Console, you want to connect with my boss. So these are the don'ts that you're not supposed to do. So you're not supposed to forward someone's email without confirming with them first.
Oh my God, it's terrible. Thank you for that. That's a gem, like that you just wrote.
Then also do not forward with personal contacts, like phone number. So the first thing is I'll talk to my boss. There's my friend Console, she wants to talk to you. If she agrees, then I'll forward the contact. If she doesn't agree, it's still fine. Because also one of the things that Senator Laura also highlighted that I liked is when I connect you to my boss, that means I trust you not to damage my image. Yes, so it's also one of the things is you need to do not take some of these relationships for granted. So if I connect you to my boss, please make sure you keep your word. Because if you don't, that means you've damaged my image.
Oh, this is deep. Like this is deep. Like deep. Deep. Thank you.
So some of the things again, do not abuse trust.
Okay.
So sometimes trust, I feel like trust is blind. I'm giving you an opportunity to prove yourself. So if I trust you with my business,
Yes.
like Conso, come work with me, maybe we've got the same idea. If I trust you with my business,
Yes.
please do not abuse that.
Absolutely.
Then the other issue, so do not promise, Neddy, I'll come to your conference if you clearly know that
You're not going to be able.
Yes. And also not showing up. Please, guys. If you promise someone that you're coming to see them, we are going to support them, please show up. Yes. So it also affects relations.
I want to shout out to Neddy. She actually showed up. For this one, like, oh my God, I've been asking her for the longest time to actually come through and share whatever she wants to share. And, today she was just like, you can come. I was like, oh my goodness, the time is here. Like, what just happened? So, yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Then the other issue, please guys, do not lie. Lying is not a forgivable offense. So if you cannot do anything, maybe, like for example, the person is asking, am I good at this? Please do not lie. If you're not good, you're not good.
So we're not allowed to like spice up our CVs a little bit.
No, please don't lie.
Oh my God.
You have no idea they had bread.
We were planning on doing these things after school.
So it goes back to a point when you connect with someone, you take time to know them. So it's an issue of me taking my time to know who Conso is. Like, for example, I sent you that poster, Nipsey.
Yes, you guys, it was the sweetest thing. Like, okay, I like Nipsey Hussle, so I've been like posting him since last year. I know he's dead, but I just like he's one of my greatest inspirations. And then she just sent me a poster like with the quote that he actually said. Like for me, it was like she really pays attention, and that's literally just made me fall in love and to be fonder and to grow fonder of her, that kind of thing. So yeah, she's speaking a word.
So it's an issue of like at the end of the day, just be interested in the other person. There's a book that I'm recommending you guys. It's by Daniel Carnage. It's How to Influence Friends and Family.
Oh my God, I'm getting it from you like right now.
So the book talks about how you should be interested in others. So a conversation is like, fine, let me give you a scenario. Maybe you're going to JCI, they have a meeting. So those are also very good platforms for networking because they're like a diverse group of people. You meet doctors, and lawyers, you meet business people. You meet a lot of people there. So one of the things that you need to take note of, it's not always about you talking. Be like the Daniel Kane said, be sincerely interested in someone. Do not fake it. So if you're interested in someone, make sure you talk to them. You give them the opportunity to speak. So do not be the one talking, because at the end of the day you miss it. And also if you go like for a conference with your friend, make sure you don't sit with your friend.
Okay.
So if I go with you, Conso,
like come sit together.
Yes, you go and sit with other people, and I can sit with other people.
Why? Oh my God.
What's the issue of connections when I'm already connected to you? Yes. So it also gives me that room to talk to other people that I don't know. So that's the issue. So when you want to make connections, make sure you're interested in others. Please don't be selfish. Be sincere. Interested in others. And also learn to ask questions when you don't understand. So computer scientists, so what do you guys do? Like, I want to know more about you, because that's the only way also people can open up. So if someone says that you're genuinely interested in them, that's where maybe they'll give you their business card.
Absolutely.
That Conso, this is my business card. You can be in touch.
Like, oh my God, I'm really learning a lot.
When you go for a conference, so the first key thing you need to address who do you want to connect to. So if it's Neddy Tanga, you read about Neddy Tanga, who is Neddy Tanga, what are his interests. You go on with the list.
Yes.
You get to know more about the next person. So, for example, I was giving an example of my boss, Miss Dure. You research. She's into science. She's into women empowerment. She's into like things that have to do with bio. You see. So, and she also sits on a lot of boards.
Wow.
So she's a performer.
Woman, power to
and congratulations on your promotion, Miss D.
You guys have an amazing relationship, I can tell.
I like her.
And I know she's probably going to watch this video. Thank you so much for being such an inspiration to this beautiful, young, zealous, passionate lady.
So just to divert a bit, she once told me something. She was like, Neddy, before you reach 30, do anything and everything that you're passionate about. Never limit yourself. So if you feel like you can do event planning, start doing event planning, because time waits for no one. Because you reach a certain stage where you are no longer able to do those things because you are now committed to other things like family,
Wow.
So I hope you guys
profound as always.
So when you want to go for a conference, so it's key to research about the speakers, their interests. Then it's also key that you decide as an individual, what do you want from the relationship?
Okay.
So for example, talking about my boss, I would have decided, you know what, I love a line of women empowerment, something that I'm very passionate about.
Yes.
So I'll be like, I want this relationship to be based on the foundation of women empowerment. So I would do stuff with her, like the part of the organization. It's called Elevate Trust. So there's a branch that is called STEM Film. So it deals with ladies in science. So it's something that I've decided, this is how I want to relate with her. Yes. Then I also need to find out why Miss will be interested in connecting with you. Yes. So it's more like what you're saying, introspection. So you're trying to evaluate as an individual. Do you think this person will benefit from you? Because there's this science, Isaac Newton law that I like. Action and reaction, they are opposite.
Wow.
Yes.
I still know that.
So what you give is what you get.
Yes.
So you should take time to build relations. Do not choose people who you don't want to be used. Trust me, if you think like you can just come to my inbox and I can do things for you, you'll be sure.
It does not. It's exhausting.
Yes, it is. So we don't want to feel like people are actually feeding off on us. Yes. We want a mutual relationship where I grow and you grow. So it's not an issue of you texting me every day. It's just an issue of you saying, today I was just thinking about you. Are you okay? Is everything well with you? How is the family? How is everything? So that's how you build relations. So when you go for conferences or even, I think anyway, it's a networking opportunity, whether in a bus, whether in Zuko, whether in a canteen, whether in a restaurant, it's an opportunity for you to network.
Absolutely.
So what you do with the contacts, that's what matters.
Wow.
So it's not an issue of I have maybe Member of Parliament's number. It's an issue, do I have a relationship with him so that when I call him, he will really help me and not feel used. So you need to study people, understand people, and respect their boundaries as well. Because there are some people, they are very private. So they might be willing to share their professional life with you, but not their private life. So you need to be in a position to respect that as well. So I think I can go on and on. I'm done. Over to you.
No, I have nothing else to add. I just want to say thank you so much. This was deeply profound. Okay, YouTube aside and showing face and all that. Like I really learned a lot. Like I have learned so much. I'll keep referring to this video throughout my life, because I know it's going to impact you guys as much as it has impacted me. So thank you so much, Neddy, for coming through, for dropping the gems, the wisdom, this profound knowledge. And you know what, you guys, Neddy is a makeup artist, and I'm actually going to put the link to her Instagram in the link below so that you can actually DM her and she can, you know, face beat your face and things like that. And she's got a blog, a whole blog. Tell us what's your blog about.
It's called Thoughts of Neddy Tanga.
Okay.
So I feel like I think a lot. I've got things that I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why I decided to start a blog, it was inspired with my journey. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a strong believer of mentorship.
Okay.
I believe the reason I've managed to come this far is because of most of my lecturers and people who took time to mentor me. So I feel like there's also someone out there, you know, who needs that. You know, if you are doing engineering or you're doing anything, or even makeup, writing makeup, you know, you want to practice, but you feel like the effort that you're putting is not giving you anything. But one thing that I've learned is the process is very important and the growth is very important. So the other book is by, is it Jeff Olson? It's called The Slight Edge. It talks about how this generation, we want instant stuff.
Instant everything.
Yes, instant. So we don't want to embrace the process. So the whole thing is about embracing the process.
Wow.
So if you are starting out on doing something, even if it's a business, even if it's anything, like for example, you have your YouTube channel, you might realize that right now you've got 200 subscribers. That's not the issue. The issue is the process of your growth, and also having the quality of the number of subscribers. People, when you post the comments, they give you, they give you like the relevance.
Like, honestly, that's a word of encouragement to me at this point. I have no idea.
Yeah, so it's the issue is about growth. It's not about you waking up having 1 million followers. It's the process, because as you do these things, you understand what your followers want, and you give things that add value to their lives.
Wow. Thank you so much, Neddy. I am blessed and highly favored by God to know you.
Amen.
Because I know that, you know, our lives are going to move. It's another projection from this point. Thank you for coming through. And you guys, I don't know what else to say. But yes, please do subscribe to Neddy's blog. Follow her on Instagram, on Facebook for inspiration, like daily inspiration. And also don't forget to comment, to like, and to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe and comment.
Oh yes, like we need feedback on this. Like, do you want a part 2, or like this is just the end? If you request a part 2, she'll definitely come through again.
Definitely, guys.
Okay, bye. Like seriously, bye.